What a good day, Miss Mara. I'm Jean Diarquita with my co-members discussing about the third and fourth principles of permaculture. Principle 3. Obtain a yield. You can't work in an empty stomach. Where in a permaculture system, it is designed for abundance of yield, where it's about seeing results for the fruit of your labor. A well-designed permaculture system is to obtain a maximum yield with a small amount of labor and less amount of space, like designing a house, parks, and school, where can you see the tangible things like food. It's not all about food, also it's about fibers and fuels.
Obtaining a yield not only from the crop harvest, but also to the soil from the crop its growth is essential to maintaining a multiplicity of critical ecosystem services. For example, dapat dili lang ang yield ang imong kuhaon para sa itanom. Apil na pod ang soil kay kailangan i-take care nimo ang soil para sa sunod pwede pa nimo siya magamit or matanom.
Example ani is no-till agriculture or kanang dili nimo bungkagon or daruhon ang yuta para ma-maintain ang topsoil. Kaya ang tillage magod makakus siya erosion or pagkawala sa topsoil, which is ang pinaka-fertile nga part sa yuta.
An example of using elements that perform more than one function is to confray with your fruit trees, and this is the function and benefits. Confray is a bioaccumulator that has a deep taproot that brings up minerals in the soil of other plants to use. And confray can also be used to active your compost, feed animals, and also an indicator if your plant might need a water when confray leaves drop. So kung ang fruit trees nimo need og water, mailhan nimo na kay ang confray nga plant is magdrop ang iyahang leaves.
Principles 4. Apply the self-regulation and accept feedback. The sense of the father had represented on the children into the 7th generation. The principles emphasize the importance of self-regulations and accepting feedback in the design process, and encourage designers to improve their work and avoid getting fixated in minor details, as this can hinder creativity and limit explorations of different ideas and perspectives.
When it comes to plants and gardening, this can come in the form of an area of the garden not being fruitful while another area is flourishing. Being able to identify what went right and wrong in each area is vital to the revelation of the area that could use some work. Being open to feedback and learning to hear it without feeling criticized is important to our development as humans.
It encourages self-regulation in consumption, including eating in season, avoiding single-use plastic, and choosing perennial and self-seedling plant. These practices help conserve resources, reduce food meals, and protect ocean and wildlife from harmful plastic use. By following these principles, we can make positive impact.
One of these examples is planting perennial pasture comparison of grasses, and legumes will encourage self-regulation over time. Grasses will proliferate until limited by available nitrogen, while the nitrogen-fixing legumes will proliferate until limited by available phosphorus. So, ang mga sagbot o mga tanom, usa ka perennial nga mag-regulate sa kagalingon nga paglabay sa panahon tungod sa lain-lain nga kinahanglan sa sustansya, ug makabenepisyo siya sa mga tanom o kaimsog sa yuta.